What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In this one, I'm continuing to show you how to make Garten of BanBan 0 in Minecraft. This is part 4, and in this one, we're going to be getting this like main room here just entirely done. The walls, ceiling, little details that we haven't done yet, whatever. All of it is going to be done, and we're also going to be doing that little path there. Hey, look, it's me getting the cyan brought all the way out. And yeah, with that being said, enjoy the tutorial, and I will catch you on the flip side. It's time to finish square hell. That's what I call this room because it's a lot of squares. The materials you need if you didn't keep them from last part are the following. You need the following concretes. Red, green, blue, yellow, pink, white. I'm missing one. Oh yeah, orange. And sea lanterns and glow item frames. If you, as I mentioned, if you still have the inventory stuff from last part, cool. Doesn't matter if the order's different or not, because it's not particularly based on one thing. But, yeah, I guess if you do care, then cool. We're going to look at the right wall here, and we're going to actually start on this snow pile, like, here, which is on the wall. And I don't know why this is here. You would think it was here so you could parkour up to the thing that's here, but nah. Oh, you need cyan concrete. Oh. That's weird. Well, it's one. So just get rid of really anything. Just remember what you get rid of and get out cyan concrete briefly here. And so in line with the like center of this one, it should be 3 rows. You want to be on the 3rd block off or up from the wall and place a cyan concrete. Extend it left by 1 along with to the right by a number that I just didn't count for some reason. Right by 5. Just following the trajectory of the wall, you'll bring either side of cyan concrete up by 6. You don't want to, like, keep it a straight line and then connect together at the top. I don't really know why it's like that, but it is. I'm going to break the white concrete in the center of this one. Because, again, this is one of the other openings. And at the left side out of these top 3 cyan, you'll break the middle and replace it with a sea lantern. Which will have a glow item frame off the front of it, and you can get rid of your cyan concrete now as well. We'll need it a little bit later when we circular these all off? That's not a sentence, but whatever. If you take the top right-hand cyan concrete of that, you want to start by counting to the right by 6. And down by 1. You'll place 2 pink extending right. Go down diagonally right, right, down, down diagonally left, down, left, up diagonally left, left, up, and then up diagonally right, and you can make all the pink level like so. Take the top right pink and start by counting down by 1 immediately, and then to the right by 5. And going right, you're going to place 4 red. Go up diagonally, right 1, right 2, up 1, then place a sea lantern, red, up diagonally, left 1, up 2, left 3, down diagonally, left 1, left 2, down 3, down diagonally, right 1, and down 1, and you'll place your glow item frame off the sea lantern. And I think that's the last sea lantern we actually need, which is exciting. If you would call that exciting, I guess. You'll take the top left-hand red, and from it you'll count up by 3 and left by 2, and going left, place 3 white. Go down diagonally left, left, up 2, up diagonally left, up, right 2, up diagonally right, right, down 2, and then down diagonally right. Oh, there's so many squares. Oh my god. Take the top left-hand white and count left by 3 and down by 1, and going left, place 3 yellow. Go up diagonally left 1, left 3, down 2, down diagonally left, down 3, right 2, you are kind of down, or you are out of row by the way on the wall, down diagonally right, right 3, up 2, up diagonally right, and up 2, and again I'll make all the yellow level. Take the top left-hand yellow And you want to count up by 3 and then left by 2. And going right, you're placing 4 orange. Up diagonally, right 1. Right 2. Up 3. And you just did this one, so you should be able to do the same. Up diagonally, left, up 2, and etc. Just making sure that it is alternating between rows of 3 and rows of 4. From the bottom right-hand corner of that, you want to count right by 4 and down by 1, and going right, place 5 red concrete. Extend either end up by 4 and connect together as per usual. You'll take the bottom right red and count right by 3 and up by 1, and going right, place 3 pink. Oh, Lord. Down diagonally right. Right 2. Up 2. Up diagonally right. Up 2. Left 2. Up diagonally left. Left 2. Down 2. Down diagonally left, and down 1. At the furthest right row of 3, you'll take the bottom pink and count right by 3, and going right, you're going to place 7 red concrete. Extend either side up by 6 and connect together as per usual. Head all the way back to the furthest left orange, which is this one right here. It's not the diagonal one, it's this one. And from the top left-hand orange, you want to count left by 7. And place a yellow. Extend this yellow up and down by 1, and then take the bottom yellow and extend left 2. Up diagonally left. Left 2. Up 2. Up diagonally right. Up 2. Right 2. Down diagonally right, right 2, and down 2, and it should give you that. From the bottom right-hand yellow, you will count down by 6, and left by 2, and going to the left, you're going to place 6 pink. Extend either side down by 5, and then connect together at the bottom, and level off whatever you need. Take the bottom left pink and count down 2 and right by 1, and going right, place 3 green. Go down diagonally right, right 2, down 2, down diagonally left, down 2, left 2, and etc. etc. You're going to keep that same pattern going and level off the top. Head back to that orange we just kind of used to make these 3 on the left. It's this guy right. It's literally the only orange on the wall so far. And from it, you want to just start by counting up by 4 and left by 1, and going up is 3 blue. This is another one of the 3s. You're going to go up diagonally right, up 2, right 2, down diagonally right, right 2, down 2, down diagonally left, etc., etc. Take the top right-hand blue, and you want to count to the right by 7. And going right, place 5 white. Extend either side up by 4 and connect together. You'll take the top right-hand white and count up by 3, and going right, place 7 blue. Extend either side up by 6 and connect together again. I don't even do it that way, but that's, the best way to explain it, I guess. You'll take the bottom left blue now, and you want to count to the left by 7. And going left, place 2 yellow. Go up diagonally left, left, up diagonally right, up, right, down diagonally right, right, down diagonally left. You'll take the top left yellow and count up by 4 and left by 1, and going right, place 4 orange. Extend either side up by 3 and connect together at the top. Take the top left orange and count left by 6, and then down by 1, and going up, you're going to place 5 red. Bottom and top reds can be brought left by 4 and connected together. The bottom right red you will take and count down to left 1. Going left, place 2 yellow. Down diagonally left, left, down diagonally left, left, down, down diagonally right, down, down diagonally right, down, right. And you're going to keep this kind of 2 pattern going until you end up completing the square. A lot of the same thing. That's what I dislike about this particular segment of this tutorial, is it's so redundant. You want to take the top left-hand corner of the red square above the one we just made, and you want to count to the left by 8. And place a pink. Extend the pink both up by 3 and down by 2, and then you'll extend the top and bottom of that left by 5 and connect together. The last 2 we made, the pink and that yellow, you will extend each of them forward with a row of their respective colors. Might be the most repetitive room, I'm not gonna lie. You'll take the bottom left pink and you'll count down by 3, and going down, place 3 green. Go down diagonally left, down 2, left 2, up diagonally left, left 2, up 2, up diagonally right, up 2, right 2, down diagonally right and right. There's one more square, I think, and we're done with the shaping of all of the squares. We're not quite done with them, though. You want to take the bottom right green and count down by 2, and you're doing pretty much the same. Actually, it's a little bit different. Never mind. You're going to go right with 3 orange, down diagonally right, right 3, down 2, down diagonally left, down 3, and etc., etc. You're going left 2, then you're having the row of 4 up, and just, yeah. Can only say the same step so many times, I think, but yeah. It's time to shape them. Yippee. You can get rid of your sea lanterns and your glow item frames and get out black concrete, and I guess cyan concrete. I'll actually put the black at the back, crazy. So, the ones we've left open, you kind of want to leave alone for the most part. The only thing I would really point out is with both of them, actually, is you can place a concrete in each corner. Now, a lot of these are going to be like this, and you'll see what I mean later, but it's really just a singular concrete in each corner to kind of give you the shape you want. But we're not blacking these ones off because, well, they're pathways. And you kind of see what that one does. I'll explain that shape later. I just kind of want to get those 2 out of the way. So, again, not all of these get used, but for the most part, it is just placing blocks on the corners. Especially with the ones that are, you know, straight squares that aren't on diagonals. The only diagonal ones you aren't placing anything in the corner on are the only undiagonals, are the ones that are 5 by 5 or under. So, essentially, if you look at it and you... Is there even an example here? I don't think there is. Like, see how this one has 4 in the middle? You do want to place ones there, but if I find one... Can I find one that's 3? Like this one here, you're not placing them on the corner because that just gives you a plus and it looks weird. So yeah. The diagonal ones are a little bit more complicated. So I'll explain each of them. I'll start with the one guy that is literally on its own. It's on the wall with the orange door at the bottom. It's on the left one. It's funnily enough an orange one. It's the just one diagonal. You're kind of just coating the inside with another row of orange. Honestly, that's really all you're doing. And it'll give you this. The ones that already have, like, the plus like this, or the one that I described in last part is, like, the old kind of turbine fan thing, which is that white one down there. You can kind of... You see it's above my cursor right now. Those 2 you're leaving alone. The ones with the 3 diagonals, you're just placing a block in each corner. The 3 and 4, I think, is the weird one, isn't it? No, maybe it's not. There is one that's weird, though. Where are the 3x4s? Here's one. So, yeah, I'm gonna find one here. And so, essentially, yeah, just place one in each corner again, actually. The actually weird one is the 2s here. And then I know there's one with 3 in the middle. So the 2s, essentially, You want to start by just placing a... I'm going to not use that one because that one's too thick. You're going to start by placing an orange concrete kind of on each of the blocks that like, sticks out. So it'll just give you a 4x4 square in the center. And then in each corner of that square, you're placing an orange, which will give you this. The 2 and 3... Where is that one? I don't know where it is, to be honest. Oh, I see one. It's pink, and it's on the wall with the red. It's the back wall. You're pretty much doing the same thing, actually, as you do with the other one. You're placing a pink in each of the kind of weird blocks, and then you're placing one in each corner. Really, it's not that hard. It is just mostly placing them in the corners, assuming that they're of the right size. Do try to make sure you don't miss any. I guess that's kind of important. And yeah, once you do that, you're filling them all in a block back with black concrete. Just like, usually you'll be breaking into the wall for this. But I'm not really sure. I don't even feel like I want to time-lapse this one, to be honest. Generally, do I want to succumb to the time-lapse? Oopsies. I might actually just, like, steal the walls from the other one. I'm not gonna lie, that feels like a lot easier. No, I'll stay here for a sec as I debate. And kind of just show you what's going on. So yeah, again, you shouldn't hopefully miss any. You will notice, though. You will definitely notice if you miss one. And I just kind of go through like I am right now and just fix them all up. And as you fix them, fill in the back of them. And then you can kind of just take a step back and see, ah, yes, that one's missing the black concrete or whatever. And you'll see them. Except for maybe the ones that are one block holes because, well, those are just strange, you know. But... overall, it's not really too hard, and, yeah, I guess I'm gonna time-lapse this. I don't really know. Like, I gotta do it either way, right? So, I mean, I might as well time-lapse it. But, yeah, I'll be back once, the walls of Square Hell are done. That's what I'm calling this place. Yeah, okay, that one is already marked. I can't remember sometimes. But, yeah, see you in a minute. One thing I do want to point out in this section is the diagonal, or the ones on the diagonals, just leave those be, we'll do those after. And also, the ones that are sitting, like, or I guess that are off the wall a little bit, just make sure to connect them all into the wall properly. I just kind of forgot to mention those, but, yeah, that's really all. Cool. You should have something that looks like this. I hope I didn't miss any. It doesn't look like I missed any. Now, as for the diagonal ones, which there should be 4 of, we're going to do them each individually because I think they're all different sizes. And we'll start with the pink one, and we're just going to work around doing both the greens after it. So, starting with this, but where is it? There it is. You want to just pretty much in each corner of the pink, you're placing another pink concrete. And, I mean, from there, you're just filling in the bottom and top, connecting into the white concrete. And then a block back you're filling with black concrete. Now, how these work is you just want to avoid the diagonals itself. So, essentially, you're just taking this diagonal off either side of it, you're placing the black concrete instead. It will kind of weirdly connect to everything, but that's okay. Not particularly a huge deal. The green is actually the same thing. The sizing is a bit different, yeah, but it is just the same thing where you're placing a green in each corner, connecting everything to walls and stuff, and filling it in with black concrete. Overall, these aren't particularly the most complicated. They are just, I feel like, worth doing on their own instead. Even if they are just corners, because, you know, these two are a bit strange. Specifically this green one, this tall green one. So, you want to first start by placing an additional row of green at the top and bottom. And then placing one in each corner, and then you're just kind of going from there with the same 2 other steps. Filling in the top and bottom, and then filling in the the hole itself with black concrete. So I'm actually gonna do that one first, so I can just go like straight into, or straight from the inside here, because it's easier to build that way, I feel like. And I feel like orange is also probably the same thing. If I had to take a wild guess, it would just be one orange in each corner. Would you look at that? I'm right. Although this one is kind of weird because of the way it's, like, shaped. It is just kind of the corners, though. Not particularly, or don't particularly overthink it, you know? And yeah, hopefully I'm having a good day or not. I don't think I said that yet. I am for the most part. Recording parts of this back-to-back again. Yippee. Actually, this is the first time I've done this back-to-back. It was back-to-back with Refresh Library, but that doesn't really count. So yeah, you should have this. The two openings we're not even going to look at today. We're not worried about them. So it might be beneficial to do the ceiling, I'm not going to lie. So I don't think I'm going to do this block for block. The first thing I'm going to tell you to do is a block above the height of the white concrete walls, fill in the ceiling with black concrete. Now, if you want, if you're good with commands, you can do the following. Instead of filling it in flat and then breaking the eyes in, I actually filled a block above, and I'm going to just like plaster the eyes off the underside and then just fill another row of black concrete below it. You could, in theory, fill it regularly this way, just if you're not using slash fill, I don't see the point. But, yeah, it works either way. You can place the black concrete now, or you can, you know, wait until later, whatever. You do need ochre frog lights. That's really all you need, ochre frog lights and black concrete for the probably remainder of this part. But I'm not really, actually, probably not. So there are a couple different ways I do the eyes. And again, I'm not going to go block for block, but I'll kind of give you some rough just positions of things. So, essentially, there are like 3 different eye designs. You just want to place a 3x3 of ochre frog lights. We're going to start with that. It doesn't matter where. I'm a couple blocks off each wall. I wouldn't really ever go closer than like 2 blocks off of a wall. So, for this one, I'm going to break the center. And I'll leave a gap of 2 going in whatever direction I want. And I'll do the same thing with the center missing. You want, I have, how many sets? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, I have like 15 odd sets of eyes just kind of scattered around. You want to keep them fairly far apart, make sure that they're obvious which one they go to, and essentially, like, if you go in the corner like I just did, I'd probably make them on a diagonal. The only thing that means is I'm going to take this eye up against the wall, and I'm going to kind of just push it over 2 blocks. So I'm going to add another loop here to create an 8, and then I'll break the original kind of portion of it, and they're kind of just diagonal like that because they're in the corner. And then along this wall, maybe I'll leave to like here, and I'll do another 3x3 that I'll fully fill in. And I'll actually do 2 of these, just because, like so. And you're going to break the rightmost ochre frog light, or leftmost, doesn't matter, but one of. And you can do leftmost, topmost, bottommost, even one of the corners, although the corners, I would also make the eyes on a diagonal if you do the corners. But yeah, just kind of changing it up and making sure that you're keeping it a little bit fresh and having all the eyes. Not necessarily all of them different. I mean, obviously you should have some of the same because you don't have enough different ways you could make them. But just, you know, and like this one, maybe this one I'll do the, like, I'll do 2 blocks off and then I'll have another diagonal one here. Actually, I'll have them a block off from each other. And then I'll break, like, the top left-hand corner like so. So it's like they're looking kind of away almost. But just something like this, and you want as many of these as you can do. Now, if you want, again, I would not make it as I am, because I'm not particularly trying, and I didn't make them accurate originally either, so I wouldn't be concerned about that yourself. But if you do want to follow what I'm doing, you can kind of watch and just see how I'm making the eyes. I'll just kind of ramble as I do this. Yeah, I don't really have much fun to say, unfortunately. I wish I had something more interesting. Yeah. It's a nice, fun map to do, I'm not gonna lie. Kind of, well, it's a bit of both, for sure. It's got those parts like Chapter 2 that I'm just like, why? But overall, it hasn't been, like, horrible. Definitely, worst projects I've done. I'm actually gonna push you off another block here. So you can kind of see what I'm going for here. Just like, I'm almost making circles of them. There's kind of 2 circles that are made. It's weird, I don't know. But you don't really want too many. There's not a lot of these. I'd love to know what they are. Like, what do they actually symbolize here? Other than giant eyes in the sky. Like, I feel like lore-wise, implication-wise, there has to be something, right? Like, are we just in a giant fish tank? Actually, that's not a horrible theory. That's a very interesting theory, actually. Like, we're really tiny. I kind of like that, so I'm going to pretend that I'm right on that, and that this is just a giant fish tank. And we're just being observed by people. Yeah, I don't hate that, actually. On today's Garten of BanBan, why did I do, whatever. On today's Garten of BanBan theory, here's my theory with zero evidence to back it up, other than I think it sounds cool, so I'm going with it. But yeah. This was kind of a hard one to implement, though, because I've had it ready for a bit. Like, I was working on it after I finished Chapter 2, and I hit a point to where I was like, what do I want to do with it? Because, it's fine. Because I didn't know, like, my exact plan, so I was, for how I was uploading things, so I was like, I wanted to do it between a Chapter 2 segment or something, but I was like, well, I already have both basements for Hello Neighbor, so it was just gonna kind of create a mess regardless of how I did it, so I was like, yeah, I'll just give it its own day of the week. Boom. BanBan Day. It's not really what it is, because, you know, it is getting shared with the other probably mentioned tutorial. I'm not going to say it because I don't remember if I don't know if I actually will have, you know, said what it is yet. But yeah, just kind of something like this. You want the middle to be fairly open. I know that it's weird because generally you'd want it to be fully filled, and especially the middle you think would be not open, but it is fairly open, so just something like this. And here's what it looks like from the bottom, and it looks pretty good. I feel like there could be maybe one more in each corner, but I'm not too concerned because this model will never see the light of day, so it doesn't really matter. And what I'm going to do is, as I mentioned, because I'm so tech savvy, not really, I'm going to just kind of crawl along the ceiling. I'm going to take each corner, and I'm going to do the same thing, except I'm going to add keep to my command. I'm not going over this particularly because it's not necessarily the ideal way, but, you know, black underscore concrete keep. And that was a lot of blocks. I sure hope it did the thing. Yeah, it did. Cool. Not like it would have mattered again. This won't see the light of day, so. Yeah, you should have this. Can I find? There it is. There's that one ochre frog light. So, I didn't add. I don't think I added the gel guy, did I? No, maybe not. Yeah, no, I didn't. So, there's one in this pink section here. I didn't add him because I don't have a reason. I'm going to be honest. I just didn't. So, what we can do now is you can clear your inventory and get out the following concretes again. Orange, cyan, green, yellow, and then you also want, is that smooth quartz or snow? I think it's smooth quartz, actually. Yeah, smooth quartz, blackstone slabs, nether brick fence, block of coal, and we'll go with the spruce button. So, let's direct our attention to this orange entranceway again, because, I don't know, this one just kind of seems to be very obvious and in our face. You want to count to the left of it by 9, and you want to be at eye level from the floor. You're going to break the next 5 white concrete along with a row above and fill this all with cyan concrete. In the, like, I guess middle full block out of these two, which is essentially this, you're going to just go every other and do a zigzag of blackstone steps. So starting in the bottom left side, you'll place an upside down, then up diagonally right, down diagonally right, etc., etc. You should have a pretty much an M shape once you're done. You want to do this a whole lot more times, except this kind of gets inverted on each section. So if you head to the right of the orange concrete section instead, you'll head to the 6th white concrete. This is the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. And you'll break 5 white along with a row above, fill it with orange concrete this time, and again, you'll invert these slabs for this one, so it's a W rather than an M. From the red concrete entrance on the back wall, you'll leave a gap of 2 to the left and break 5, and you'll fill this one with smooth quartz. And this one will be an M as well, which is upside down slab in the bottom corner and in the center block as well. Off the front wall, you'll be 2 blocks, or you'll have a gap of 2 moving over, and then you'll have 5 green concrete. It should be over the grass section. And this one is also an M rather than a W. I don't know why the one I made a W. I don't know what the purpose of that was, but whatever. But it should look like this. You can kind of see this is over this block, this is over that block, etc. There's something else we can't do yet, but we're going to ignore it and we're going to work on the little hide and seek corner, the counting corner, whatever it's called. It's in the grass section, it is the white concrete corner in here, and you want to be on the 4th white concrete up. And on either wall, you're going to count out a block from the corner here and place a block of coal in place of the white concrete. Out by a block from that, you'll place a nether brick fence. And either fence can be brought down by 2 along with up by 2. The top fences will be brought towards each other a block, but like kind of towards the outside like so. And then you'll go in by 1 to connect, and it will essentially give you this. Off of the bottom 4 fences, you'll count out a row, and you'll actually break 2 full rows of white concrete that are, again, it's like you're essentially creating 2 2x4s in the wall. The one to the left is green concrete, and the one to the right is yellow. And these are little boards that give, like, the rules and stuff. I don't know. On the wall with the yellow concrete, you'll kind of take the block of coal on it and count down diagonally left by 1, and then down 1 and place a spruce button. Above the spruce button, you want a dark oak sign, which you can just get rid of the spruce button to get out really quick. And there's the little counting corner done. Get rid of any 2 materials and get out red concrete and dark oak fence gates. And you want to head back over to the ocean section and the little cyan concrete here. And if you take the top row of cyan, you want to count to the right by 4 to this white concrete and break it and replace it with a red concrete. Off the red concrete, place a dark oak fence gate, open up against it. And this little warning sign that's like, hey, don't swim, it's deep water, even though it's not even water. But I mean, it's fake water, but it's like you can't actually drown, you know? That's kind of my point. Yeah. We might actually finish this room, I'm not gonna lie. There's one thing I can think of off the top of my head, and we're gonna do that right now. So, clear your inventory and get out dark oak slabs. And you want to be still, or you want to be in the desert section now, and the cyan entrance there, which is like where we start the game in, which is this little hallway, the only one we've done, will be the front. So you want to head to the back left-hand corner, and you want to count from this spruce plank to the right by 6. And place a dark oak slab with another one in front. You will have to break this spruce button, that's fine. With, you know, going kind of just diagonally up and to the right, you're going to keep going with dark oak slabs until you are on top of the yellow concrete. And you'll just stop there for a brief second. You will end up off the wall, so you'll need to start placing an additional 1. But that's okay. It's not particularly a huge deal. But you're not curving with the shape of the wall, or slanting, I guess, with the shape of the wall. You're just keeping going like this. And you should end, like, with a dark oak slab on top of the yellow concrete corner, like so. You can then go right or up diagonally right an additional row with an upside down slab like so. From where the yellow concrete goes up a row, this little like row on the left of this row of 3, you're going to go up diagonally left with a row of dark oak slabs from it. It'll like half block off the previous one, that's fine. And you'll bring either of these slabs just continually up diagonally left until you physically can't bring both blocks any further. I'm actually going to get out oak planks so I can just, you know, do this. And it should be like this in theory. It's not particularly easier that way, I just feel like doing it that way. But yeah. And so I'll have one more up against the green. You'll be like on the green for 1 row when you'll stop. And yeah, and then I'll break all my placeholders here. You don't need to do it the way I did, just as long as you get the same kind of result with that. Nice. Head to this red concrete one, which is the little secret ending guy, and you want to take the rightmost row of 3 red at the top and place dark oak slabs on each block. Extend right a row. You'll then go essentially left down down diagonally and left with rows of 4 slabs, just twice from that. And then once more with a row of 3. You'll go up diagonally right from that row with 1 row of 4 and then a row of 2. And you should end just before that yellow square right there. Nice. You'll kind of just go, or like go a little bit right at this and down to this pink square here. And on the top right pink, you'll count left by 1 and place a dark oak step. Bring this forward diagonally right all the way, making sure like you see how I'm placing extras, you do want to break those. But you should end up on another pink concrete square with the kind of exact same setup, actually. You'll see you have like this corner pink open and you're kind of surrounding it and you connect into the wall. Unless I'm missing something, that's the room done. I mean, good job. We did it. So, for the order of the pathways, we're going to do them kind of in the order that you would go about them in the game. We're doing the cyan one next, and then we'll do the red one, then we'll do orange, then the secret ending, and then we'll end with the cave, probably. I want to do one thing real quick, though. Grab out cyan concrete, and I want to just bring this cyan concrete little shape as far through as we need to. And oh my god, I did not realize that was that big of a number. Hold on. You want to take the top, like, center cyan concrete and just extend it through, or I guess to the right, with 24 cyan concrete. And you can break this white that's in your way. And you just bring the entire, like, circle itself this distance. I did not realize this pathway was that long. I knew it was, like, a decent distance, but, man. And yeah, any white concretes that get in your way, you should just be able to destroy because they're covered up by the cyan anyway. So, yeah. And the bottom will technically be 25 back, or I guess right, but it's not particularly a huge deal. That's why I just told you the top center specifically. Because, you know, that one's obviously 24. And that was the one I just counted to make sure that I was a number, because I wasn't prepared for this either way. Although, granted, I haven't been prepared for much for this build, I guess. Well, that's besides the point, you know. We're this far, so... In 4 parts, mind you. Honestly, if each branch takes, like, 3 or 4 parts, I'll take that, honestly. And then the cave probably won't be very long, and neither will the secret ending. So, yeah, we're honestly, like, closer to being done than you might think already. Because once we do this, like, this area is pretty much the same as the one we've already made, which took us 1 part, and really that red one will be the challenging one. The orange is short, and that one practically doesn't exist. But anyway, once you're done that, ladies and gentlemen, that is part 4 of Garten of BanBan 0 complete. We're moving very well along with this. I am pleased with that. I always, like, overestimate myself. Or, I guess, underestimate, rather. I'm like, yeah, 4 parts through, I expect to be still working on this room, maybe having the squares in place, but not be done. But, yeah, we're exceeding my expectations, which is always nice. It is good to be less parts, though, than I anticipate, because, you know, that gives me more room for other things. But anyway... Thank you guys, so if you guys did enjoy this video, have a fantastic rest of your day or night, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.